Take a second, take a listen. Oh yeah. Think the same, but we so different. Oh yeah. Just hear me out, you about to get a little one. You about to get a little one.
That second one was loud. Good morning. Welcome back to another episode of ALilRandR Podcast.
It's your boy Ramont.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It's your boy Ramont, and I'm Reese. We're coming to you live and direct from an undisclosed location in the DMV area.
I want you to write out your script. So when you say it, put the word pause.
Insert, wait for Ramont's response in parentheses. No, I'll be ready to go.
Clearly, you be ready to cut me off.
Sorry, my apologies. How are you this morning?
I'm great, friend. How are you?
I'm absolutely amazing. I want to give you your flowers. I've been meaning to tell you this for a little while. I really appreciate you and everything that you do for the podcast. I think that you put in a lot, like all of the technical stuff, and I've told you guys this before. I don't do anything technical except like social media. That's the most technical. So everything that you do, I really appreciate because I know that it's a lot of hard work and I know that you're a perfectionist. So the time and effort that you put into it, I appreciate it because I don't have that expertise. So I can't. I could learn, but I feel like because you do it, I can teach. I don't even, honestly, you've said that before and I'm like, Ramont wouldn't trust me. Not that you wouldn't trust me, but I think that we kind of share.
You've uploaded, but you've done an episode. Like you've done the audio version.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't, when it comes down to video, I think you would quit or I'll probably get frustrated teaching you before anything else.
Probably. But I just really appreciate you because I think, well,
I think
know
you could
that
pick up the screen grab for the photo. I think you could do that.
I could.
Right.
I'll do that.
I could you could have like the software to do the
So what you're saying is
episode.
you do a lot, so you go. It's time for me to.
I mean, since you brought it up, since we're here,
Since you want to help,
this has been on my mind. No, but Tuesday releases are going to be better for me.
Good.
Because between Sunday and Monday,
It's a lot. It's a lot.
It ain't gonna happen, and it's not that it's a lot, but it's that I don't, because I can do it like that because I'm so used to it, but it's just taking the time out to sit there and do it. And I have, unless I like remember everything that we talked about in particular key points.
Right.
Like, sometimes I listen out for them. And I'm like, oh, yeah, this is when this happened here, so let me grab this clip. But other than that, I got to sit there and watch the whole thing all over again.
And so same thing, like when I'm doing the kind of the summary, I'm like, okay, I got to listen to it. Because I'll remember certain things, but then I guess it's easier for me because if I remember it, I can just plug it in. But sometimes I do have to listen to the whole episode to be like, okay. And let me just say this.
Oh, shit, what happened?
I am one of our biggest fans.
Me too.
When I get into my car, sometimes the podcast will just play, right? So like it's random. It goes between my Tidal and Apple Music, I guess. Because sometimes it'll be us and sometimes it'll be like Tidal. And I think recently I was listening and I was just cracking up and I was like, but this is my shit. I'm a fan. I think that
Watching the videos back, like when I'm sitting there editing, I'll be in tears.
yes, I was
cracking up.
I just watched the last one and I was just like, this is a whole mess. It's a mess. So I'm a fan. So I think that we're doing a great job. And I do sincerely though. I do appreciate because I know that you do a lot, and I know that like sometimes I feel bad when if you send me something and you'll be like, "What do you think?" and I'm like, "Oh, I don't like it."
Just say you don't like it.
I know. I mean, I'm okay with that, but I feel like sometimes. I mean, I'm never am I like, "Oh, I hate this." I can always kind of deal. It's a lettering sometimes. I think our aesthetics are different. Like you are drawn to shit that I don't. I'm like, why did he pick this?
The font thing, like, I guess because I'm not like a graphic designer or whatever the case may be. So
You're gonna be though. We can put it on your resume.
I don't want these problems. But like, it's just like I've gone through several different pages of fonts, and I'm just trying to see what works with our background, what is consistent, like the yellow and what.
I think that I think the
I'm just
color
trying to find something that pops, but something that's not too big, because sometimes our titles are long, but something that's not like it's a lot after. And usually when I send it to you, it's only because I've had some free time. I probably downloaded maybe 15 fonts, and I'm just trying them out. So I'm just like, okay, this kind of looks cute. Let me send it to him and see what he says. Oh, you got an eye booger. No, you didn't get it.
Is it right here?
Yeah, it is. Oh, I'm glad you knew exactly where it was.
I didn't feel it though.
Okay,
That's
good.
interesting.
Okay, you got it.
Thank you.
So
we're changing.
So like that's where it comes from, because I've downloaded new fonts and I want to try them out to see what works. And it's not that I didn't like the other ones, but if I see something better, like, is this going to be the new one? Is this going to be consistent? Is this going to stay? Like, I just want something that's going to stick.
I don't think that anything is going to stay. I think that with the different topics, the different, yeah, I think that kind of plays into it too. I like the different.
But I want something that's universal. Like, I don't want to keep changing every show because it's a lot. I'm actually, when we get done, I'm going to show you. It's a lot of them. It's a whole lot of them.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I believe that.
And then of course, I also download fonts like when I did Amari's party, and like when I'm doing like the labels for like the different drinks and everything like that. Like, I like to have different fonts for that, all depending on what's going on and everything like that.
What the vibe is.
Right.
I get it.
So
I get it.
It's sometimes it's a lot, but you were rocking and rolling with the audio.
I mean,
I'm just on video. I mean, but you can write that summary, because, girl, mine would say, on this day, we talked about this.
On this day.
Submit. That's all.
On this day, we talked about boom.
And that's all you going, like, I'm not about to summarize. But I can get you the clips together. I can chop it up.
That I'm gonna have to. I've been playing with it, but that's another story.
But once it's on YouTube, it should be easy for you.
I tried it one time and I got to a point, and that's why I said I appreciate you, because I was like, fuck this, I'm done. I was like, I did it. I did like a clip, and it played like half of what I wanted to play, and I was like, okay, where's the rest?
Just do your screen record.
Yeah, it was a lot for me in the moment, and I was like, okay, this is why he does this, and this is why.
My only thing is like taking a screen record, moving it to a different application to do the pop-ups for like the YouTube, the Spotify, and everything like that on there. Then what the hardest part is? Deciding if it's going to be a 15-second clip, if it's going to be a reel, like a longer reel. Because sometimes I feel like, oh, this is real good, I should just keep on going. But I want this little part, but no. And sometimes I can't get like the
it's hard
highlight.
To cut it.
No. It all depends on like how the conversation go. I can't get the highlight, like the part that I want within the time span. So like I want to give like a little context so everyone can get it, versus you get this part up, we're like, well, bitch, right, you know what I mean? So that's the only. I'm like, well, fuck it, I guess it's gonna be a reel today, because I can't get what I want out of it.
I love the reels. The last one was really good. Okay, enough about that. What's going on?
Enough about work? Okay.
Enough about that. Oh, can we talk about work for 2 seconds? Work is ghetto. I woke up the other day and I decided that work is ghetto. And that's not the life. I wasn't raised for this. I wasn't.
So we'll have to ask Coachella what she raised you for.
Like, this ain't it. Work is ghetto. Like, getting up and having to go to work is not.
I think it's because you have to go back in.
I was always the one going in. So it's not that. It's just ghetto to me. I went in and I was just like, I don't want to do this shit no more.
Oh, well, shit, bitch.
I don't know what that means. And it's not like I don't like my job. I enjoy what I do, but I just don't want to do it. Does that make sense?
Do you want to do it in a different aspect? Like if you had a whole new team?
No. I love my team.
So what part of it don't you like?
The getting up and going.
So do you want to just stay home?
I could. It's
that
just
what it
ghetto.
is?
I don't want to work.
Do you just not like want to get dressed and go through the motions
I don't
of
wanna
getting in
work.
a car? You don't want to work.
I don't want to work.
So you want to, like, if someone gets on you, if you're like, you know what, I'm going home. I'm done.
Like literally,
that could be 10 minutes in.
I'm not lying to you. Last week there was at least 2 days where I was like, I'm done.
I love my job. Work ain't ghetto for me right now.
Right. I thought about you too. I was like, this motherfucker is living the life that I want. Kind of. I mean, I don't know exactly what it entails, but I'm just like, this shit is not for me. I wasn't raised like
But you
this.
tried me. You was like, I love this new job because you just never at work.
Because no. We were invited to an event and Ramont was like, ooh, I want to do this. Like we had talked about this shirt situation. And then the next thing I know, I'm getting screenshots and I was like, because in my head, I'm like, well, I got work to do. So I'm going to have to play with this after work or when I get some
Because
downtime.
me FaceTiming my friend. Bitch, ass, I know you ain't
Like,
doing shit.
and then I'm like, he don't ever FaceTime me during work hours. Let me answer the phone. What shirt do you want? Sir. So yes, your job. Yeah. I just don't want to work right now. It's ghetto. And I don't like it.
Okay.
I don't like it.
You're in the season.
That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
I have some other ketchup
Did
things.
you have a good...
Oh, go
Did you?
I do. Just a few things.
Oh, you wrote that.
Work is ghetto. I wasn't
We
raised
made
like
it up to that point. Wasn't it?
Well, I forgot. So I went to Washington State. I forgot to bring this up last time. This is my travel bag. This is the bag that I travel because I just like it. It's really cute. So I went to Washington State, right? And I feel like in some places here, you have to purchase your bags when you go to a certain store. Like they'll be like, you have like lemon or something on your lip.
Oh yeah, dude.
You have to purchase your bags, right?
Yeah.
Right.
It's like 5 cents or something like that. Yeah.
But so like, I don't think 7-Eleven does it, but 7-Eleven has trash bags. Like they're very thin and da-da-da-da. So when I was in Washington State, everywhere you have to buy the bag.
Yeah, it depends. Like Montgomery County here, you have if they say you get in a bag, 5 cents.
Right. But friend,
You had your travel bag?
fill these bags.
Oh,
These
good.
are good quality bags.
Oh yeah, these like 10 to 15 cents.
Right.
Here.
But they're worth it.
Yeah.
We don't
But-
have that here. They need to adopt this in the DMV.
Well, it depends on where you go. Like Rite Aid girl, charge me my 5 cents. Or matter of fact, no, I can.
Fill the bag though.
But
It's a good, you can use this over and
some
over.
stores have these reusable bags. I'm glad that you just discovered them.
I haven't had these in the
You are
DMV.
excited.
I
Shout
was
out to
Red
Rite Aid. Red Meyer for putting my friend on.
Listen though,
We're gonna find that Instagram and tag.
No, but I literally was like, I gotta tell Ramont about this because every bag that I bought here is trash.
I mean, yes, because they just charge you in general. So certain stores, like if I'm going to the market, of course I take my market bags with me.
Like the clothy ones, right?
Yes.
Okay, right.
When I'm going, but in my area, they don't charge you per bag. I just don't like to carry all them little plastic bags.
Got you. Okay.
So, and I usually keep like 1 or 2 in my trunk. So it all depends on where I'm going and what area I'm in that I know that they're going to charge you for plastic bags. Like, and it's funny, I think they do it in Baltimore as well, because I was having a conversation with my family and they were talking about like the bag charge. And they were just saying like, you know, you can be in self-checkout and say, how many bags did you use? And you got to hit, you know, how many bags you use. I think it was around Thanksgiving and I took a picture because I was out shopping for some stuff. And I took it, and it was after the conversation, how many bags did you use? And my aunt, her line that night was, not if you, they were like, man, would you like a bag? Not if you're going to charge me. And she's like, I could have bought clothes or something. I'll take it out on a hanger. I'm fine.
Well, they do ask you.
But she was like, you're right. She's like, not if you're going to charge me. So I took a picture. And my caption was, not if you're going to charge me. And they say, like, if I return something, you better give me back
my bag that I paid,
because I'm bringing back the bag with it.
I absolutely agree. I absolutely run me my. But again, no bag that I've had to purchase here in the DMV was as good quality as that. Target is coming up. Target's bags have gotten a little bit better.
They have,
but that
if Target starts charging, I'm gonna start walking in with my own bags. I already know that, hands down, hands down. Or bring the car around.
A Target trip for me is You never know.
But when you think about like Sam's Club and Costco, like people bring stuff out in the boxes.
True.
You know, they don't even have bags like that. Like you got to put your stuff in a box and keep it moving.
Sam's
which I kind of
Club
appreciate.
And Costco. Okay, Costco.
Both of them do it.
I don't go to those. I'm not a bulk buyer. But yeah, I just was really impressed by their bags. I was like, wow, these are really good quality bags. Not here. Not that I've
not that you've seen, but I've seen them before.
So you've seen these quality good bags? Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
But they
look, I really thought I was bringing you something back from the West Coast. Like, Ramont's going to be excited to know that. No. Okay.
But even before like this bag thing, like those particular good bags like that would cost. Mm-hmm. They would, you would see them hanging up like, if you want this, it's an additional.
Yeah, but see, I always felt like they were the cloth ones. I never really saw those, but again, I was just impressed. I was like, okay, because I even told my mom, I don't mind spending the 15 cents for these because I can use these again. Over and over and, whatever.
I'm taking my cloth bag with me.
I have those, and I actually like those too, but I use those to bring my shit from... I don't like cursing. Why do I keep doing that? Anyways, I use those to tote my
You
work.
Cursed last weekend, and I thought it was... It's the first time it's ever caught me off guard.
Because I said it, yeah.
What? Yeah. Like, it sounded weird coming...
It does. It's so trash. I'm so much better than that.
What? I can't even remember what you said, but I was just like, oh. Like, now I see why you don't like
weird.
it.
Right. It's trash, and I'm...
But you cussed before.
I cursed a lot.
Yeah.
But I just
But that particular time, I don't know why it stuck out, but it did.
I think that now that we do this and I hear myself, I just be like, ew. Yeah, it just sounds horrible.
I ain't gonna stop it. Moving on.
Okay, so just two quick things. So what do you feel how do you feel, and this may not happen to you as often now, but like channel back to your single days when you would meet someone and they would say, send me a contact photo. Like what?
Nostalgic. Because you have to think before social media and everything like that, we were sending contact photos.
Were we?
You didn't do it?
No. I think so. This is what I will
Anybody
tell you.
ever want your contact photo?
No,
you want to be that little gray.
That's not what I said.
You want to be that little gray body.
The reason that the conversation came up is obviously because people ask, and I don't know what. So when I go through my phone, and we can go through it.
I mean, yes, we have Facebook and Instagram now to pull pictures from, but nostalgic. Prior to all of this, you had to assign a contact photo.
No, you don't.
Yes, you did.
Why? So this is my thing.
Not saying that you. Like, it was a requirement to go into my phone. You had to have a contact photo, but the option was there. But you had to ask people to send you a contact photo.
Right. And for me, so the first thing I think is, how many motherfuckers you talk to that you need a photo? Like, you don't remember who I am?
Again, nostalgic.
Okay.
Like, that's the only thing that's going to make logical sense to me because, like, it's Instagram, it's Facebook. Everything is out there.
The problem for me is that it's not hard for me to pick a picture to put on Instagram, but to send a photo to someone,
exactly,
that's
this,
hard.
This is what is going to come up each and every time you call this person. You don't want that pressure.
It's pressure because most of my photos, most of my selfies are goofy ass pictures.
It's pressure. Are they pressuring you for a picture?
Yes, and I don't like it. Like I don't like it. I had to tell someone, I was like, what is this a need? Like, you need this? He was like, no, I was just, I was like, okay, well, I'm not sending it. Huh?
You didn't get my joke. That's okay.
Pressure?
That's not what I said.
You did. You said, is it pressure?
And I said, did it press you for a picture?
I don't get it.
Okay, that's fine. We'll talk about it later. Don't embarrass me on the show.
No. If you're talking about what I think you're talking about, no.
It's too late now, friend. Don't laugh.
No. Because now... Anyways, so a lot of my pictures are goofy pictures. So I'm like, I don't want to send a goofy picture, but then that is who I am. So what I used to do was I would...
Why don't you just have a standard one?
So the standard one that I used to send...
Now you're showing up in multiple people's phones with the same picture. Is this him?
And that's what I be thinking. That's what you want a picture for, so you can send it to your little group chat and be like, y'all, anybody know him?
They can send your whole Instagram page.
They could. Do that. Don't ask me for the picture. Pick one and you go. That's what I tell people. Pick one. So what I used to do, what I did was, one time I was in the store. I was out I was in a grocery store and someone asked me for a contact photo. Literally, whatever aisle I was in, I saw pig feet. I took a picture of the pig feet and I sent it. And that's what I would send.
I would have blocked you.
Why? I thought it was funny and it's humorous, right? But I feel like all of my pictures are very goofy. Very seldom do I take a serious photo.
Just tell them, like, pick a picture from my Instagram. They're all my favorite pictures. All other pictures have been burned.
You've told somebody this before. I feel like
no, I just thought that this one sucked for you. This is a Reese exclusive.
Well, thank you.
No one else better use this. If we hear you using this in the streets, we're fighting.
We're fighting on site. What's up? I'm gonna do that. Yeah,
it's all your favorite pictures. You always post them on there.
I like that part. It's my favorite. These are my faves. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to talk about that I just want to catch. So this has been another thing that has been going. I've seen it a lot, and I'm just like, this is annoying. People using their zodiac sign as a rationale for being fucked up individuals, essentially. Like,
You're a Capricorn.
Yeah, but I don't think Capricorns are trash, so I don't use that. I think Capricorns are amazing individuals. We end the year like we are very loving. We're good. We care. We're very caring individuals. I say there's 3 different types of Capricorn. You have the...
Ain't 3? Shit.
Well, not 3 different, but you have like the...
Does Capricorn... It only go from December to January?
What does that mean?
I mean, you said 3. It went through 3 months or something.
No. I'm just saying like you have some that are very, very kind, very sweet, just very nice. And then you have the ones that are not as nice. And then you have the people in the middle.
Where are you?
In the middle.
Oh.
In the middle. I'm very nice, but...
Where's Aaron?
Aaron is in the middle. Aaron is nice. Aaron is actually a really nice person.
Mm-hmm.
He's very... If he was...
Y'all are like Sour Patch Kids to me.
Why?
Y'all are.
How?
I've seen y'all mean side.
Mine?
Yes.
No, I think you would see Aaron's before mine.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Aaron's nice.
I've seen both.
What have you seen me mean? You don't have a story. It's okay. I think that Aaron is probably one of the nicest people that I know. He's very people-oriented. Mm-hmm. He's a people's person.
Yeah.
He doesn't meet a stranger. Like, he is a definition of someone that does not ever meet a stranger.
Both of y'all are very okay with meeting strangers.
But
it gives me anxiety.
He's good at it, though. Like, he can go into... Not good at it, but he can go into a room and... What's up?
Aaron can go into a room. What's up? Life of the party. Because y'all both extroverts. Don't do it. We're not going to do it today. You can go into a room, find a stranger. So, you just going to stop talking to me? So...
Aaron is
I have anxiety because I'm walking in the room like, okay, we here. Like,
who do I know in
right,
here?
who do I know? Like, let me go find a seat. Because y'all extroverts.
You're going to keep throwing it out there, but don't want me to respond. Got it.
You can't respond.
I'm not. So all I'm saying is that the people that be like, oh, I am this way because I'm a Capricorn. Like, that isn't... like, sometimes...
You are who you are just because of who you are.
And sometimes you just have character flaws. And that's just what it is. It has nothing to do with your sign.
Wow.
So stop putting it on your sign. Oh, I'm a Gemini. Gemini's a Gemini twin, right?
They're twins.
Yeah. Oh, there's 2 sides to me. Okay. And the fucked up side is just who you are.
Oh.
Like, it's not your sign. It's you.
Oh. Damn.
That's my opinion.
What Gemini hurt you?
No, I'm just using that as an example. No. I don't think there's... And that's another... I think that signs... There are characteristics that play into signs, but I don't say, oh, Ramont is an Aries, and because of that, da-da-da-da-da. I don't think that... Because Tonio's a Leo, and for the longest time, I was like, I do not fuck with Leos. This isn't... Again, when I was younger, but when I didn't know any better, I was like, I put out all Leos in one bucket. And they are kind of the bucket that I put them in. They fit, but they're not all that way all the time.
No, they're not.
Right.
But I love a Leo. And I like Libras, clearly.
Do you feel like you're drawn to a sign? Like
Libra.
really? Like just in general,
I've come across
people.
a lot of Libras recently, and I don't know why.
But like, do you? So is there? Would you say Libras are like people that you gel with?
Yeah.
Okay.
That I didn't expect. Like I didn't.
Leos are that for me.
Yeah.
I have a few Leos that I'm
Yeah,
like,
Leo
wow.
too. Yeah.
I'm like, wow.
We don't have no weak signs in our group.
couldn't.
Couldn't.
Good luck. Good luck.
What is our new member? Do we know?
Oh shit! It's December.
Sag?
I think it's a Sagittarius. I think it's a Sagittarius.
Gotta work this one out. We ain't never had one of those.
Don't do that.
We ain't never had one
I think
of
it's a
those.
Sagittarius. Yeah.
No, it's November.
Is it November?
I don't know. Aren't they doing something in November? Or is it December? I don't know.
I think that
We're going to figure this out. It's either Sag or Scorpio.
The
It has to be
invite
one of the
for the
two.
birthday thing was in December, so it might be November.
So it's Sag or Scorpio. But
Now
we
Scorpio would make sense because I love a Scorpio. My mom's a Scorpio.
okay.
Yeah, so
We like her.
I love her. She's amazing. She made me this bracelet and she got me this shirt. She got this shirt from Vegas. Shout out to moms. But yeah, so I think that I'm drawn. I think I've always been said it's always been said that I'm most compatible with Tauruses and
My grandmother's a Taurus.
well, I love her.
You do.
Tauruses and what is the other sign that I can't think of it right now. That's weird. But Tauruses.
Okay.
I think Tauruses and Cancers. Which is weird because I feel like Cancers are super sensitive and I just don't have the patience sometimes.
We have one Cancer in the group. Sean's a Cancer.
Sean.
Hey, Sean.
Sean, does he give me Cancer vibes?
He doesn't. He doesn't.
He's so quiet. He's so quiet and quiet.
But
people
he's
make me
towards
nervous.
the end. So he's like he's going into Leo season, but he's towards the end. Yeah. You wouldn't guess.
Quiet
it.
people make me nervous because I feel like they be calculating in the back of their mind. Like
He does.
I believe it. I believe it. I like him though. He's a nice guy. Okay, that's all I have.
That's all you have, friend? Shit, I don't have no notes. So
Look. I'm done.
let me think of what I got. Shout out to my godparents. They celebrated 25 years of marriage.
Love it. Oh my gosh.
25 years.
Wow.
And I was in the original wedding.
Were you? You were the ring bearer?
No.
The flower boy?
No. I had a grand role.
What were you? You brought her in? No?
Kinda.
Okay.
I was the bellboy.
What is that?
Exactly.
Something made up. What the fuck is a bell boy? They was like, we want Ramont to be a part of our wedding.
Not they made it up.
What is the bellboy?
What?
What is the bellboy?
I come in before the bride. Like, all eyes was on me. Bitch, what?
This is where it started. Okay.
I brought her in. Like, what do you mean? Like,
I've never heard of a bellboy.
I'm not a ring bearer. I'm not a.
Did they have a
usher.
ring bearer?
Yes, they
Okay.
had everything.
Okay.
But I was the bellboy.
So what did you do?
I announced that the bride is coming.
Oh.
So
How
I
old were
checked
you?
the 10.
You were
I can
grown.
do my age by how they been married. I was 10. So I shook the bell. The bride is coming. The bride is coming as I walk down the aisle. It's all now, but bitch, that was traumatizing for me because I'm shy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, you're not a extrovert.
And it's
You're
sad
an
that
introvert.
I am. I remember this like I remember like her wedding coordinator, or it could have been family. I don't know. One, I was crying.
Anxiety?
Very.
Okay.
Two, I've gone through, you've gone through the rehearsal dinners, you practice and everything, but now it's the day of.
Right.
So I remember someone asking, but don't you know everyone down there? And I looked out, no. Mind you, it's nothing but fans.
But still, it's all you see is people.
Right, that's all.
Just a bunch of people.
I said no. And I was like, I don't want to go. I don't want to go.
But
I mean,
you did it.
eventually I did it. I have the picture of naturally.
I was gonna say, do you have a video of it?
Their video is still on VHS. They need to get it converted.
Okay.
This was 97. July 3rd, 1997. I think that's right. I think the time should be right, but it was in the 90s, bitch. Subtract 25 from 2022.
Do you know what I was doing in 97? Oh, they don't even look like you. You look darker.
It was
probably.
It was those kind.
You were tall, Ramont.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I mean, you look. I don't know.
But
97, goddamn.
Yeah, it was me, and after me, it was her.
So you brought her in.
Yeah, I did. I love my godmother, and this is us now. Wait, let me find the picture.
I love it. I know that you talk about her a lot, and you guys spend a lot of time. That's great. I think that for a long time.
And you know what's funny? Like after that was at their the anniversary party.
Gucci.
So after we took our picture, my mother comes. Can I take a picture with my son, ma'am? We know I'm her child,
right? But I mean, it's like you did picture. Don't act like that, Tawanda, Miss Tawanda. Don't act like that.
But it was an amazing time, and to see. So I did the drinks, and I took all the pictures from the original wedding and the vow renewal, and put on the bottles.
Did they know? Or was that a surprise to them?
It took them a minute. It took some people a minute. Everyone was like, "Oh, drinks," but I literally had to be like, "No." Like I would give it to someone. They was like, "Oh, thank you for the drink." I said, "No, look at the bottle." They was like, so like to see everyone's like seeing like them from 1997 and everything, and they were just like, amazing. "Oh my god!" Like
that makes an event. That
yeah.
makes
So
it
people
much
started,
more
of course, took their bottles home.
Right, of course, of course. That's cute. You're very thoughtful that way.
Yeah.
Something came up recently, and I was like, "This is a Ramont thing." I don't know where I was or who I was with, but something very not similar to that necessarily, but something. It was a memorable something, and I was like, "This is a Ramont thing," because who would have thought of this? No one but you. That's cute, though. I love it.
Let me see what else I did. That was getting that together was a lot, so I made their drinks for that. Had a good time at the party itself. I mean, it was 25 years, so it was like everyone over the span of time. And then, so my aunts are shady.
Do you want to share this story for them?
No names will be named. And then, I'm shady as well.
Yeah.
So let's start with me. To lighten the blow. So I was sitting there. I was in the kitchen of the house at the party or whatever, and I was talking to one person, and I was talking to two ladies, and one of the ladies' son is of the community. So we'll use those words. And I forgot where the conversation was going or whatever like that, right? So
I was like, wait, what? Of the community.
So the lady, she's like, "Oh yeah, and you know my son, right?" And I was just like, yeah. And just like went on with the conversation.
Do you know him?
Yeah.
Okay.
So fast forward, I go outside.
Who is so and so?
That lady. First I had to understand who she was. and she looked, you know, mama man.
Right.
She mama man shit. She with the shits.
Right.
She like, "Oh, that's so." So I was like, "So we talking?" And he go on my aunt, "What happened?"
What she said?
Right. So I was like, da da da, and I told him what happened or whatever. I said, I don't know if I let my mother know this or she listening, so she gonna know now. If someone said, "Don't ever say to someone else," and you know my son, don't do that. Like, let them say,
oh yeah, I know.
your son, or how's your son doing? Don't assume.
Right.
Don't do that. And I'm gonna tell you this. So one of my aunts was just like, her son is like, yeah. So at another party that my godmother had, this lady's son came flying down the steps, hugged and spoke to me, and went back upstairs. So, mind you, Dee's with me and my aunt's sister, because we about to leave, so we're all just standing around. She was just like, so ain't nobody else here? She like, so he ain't see nobody else? He ain't say hi. She was just like, he moved so damn fast, I thought it was a wind.
I'm with
and
her
then she was
though.
like, did he speak to Dee? I was just like, no. She was like, see, Nat.
I'm with her. I'm with her. Exactly. Excuse me.
And I always forget that that's her son and that's his mother. Like,
Right.
so far removed. So it was just funny as hell to me. And of course I had to go out there and tell him. And then one of the people, I told him that one of the guests at, it's funny, it's only happened at my godmother party. My godmother party is where all the shit started at. She needs to start having parties.
Now she needs to stop having parties.
It was her birthday party, and one of the guests, who I know, or whatever, I'm grown now, and I was like, oh my God, nice to see you. It's been so long, this and third. Like, how you doing? She was like, I'm good and single.
Okay. So what you want to drink? Like what?
Okay. I was like, all right. So my aunt's
She
already
older?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
So of course my
Cougar.
aunt already knows this information.
She's a cougar. She's trying to get my friend.
Now she is.
She's trying to get my friend. She's trying to recruit.
So party going on. Here go my aunt's messy. Go down there and dance with her. We want to see what's going to happen.
They shit.
Man, this is fast forward from the birthday party because they done held on to this information, and here we are in 2022. And I'm with this shit, so I'm like, hey, let's go.
You ain't shit. I'm coming to the next function because now I need to see all players.
The family is a good time.
I know. I already know this from your mother and your grandmother, so I can only imagine.
You get all of them together. Oh
But
my
why
God.
do I keep thinking that your mother is the only child?
She's not.
Right.
I have an uncle. You never seen my uncle.
These aunts are.
They're like my mom's best friends. They all grew up together.
But your mother still, she's not the only child. She has a brother.
You're right. She has a brother. That's it.
Okay.
So these are her sisters. So
Okay. Got you. Okay.
I just go with my aunts.
No, I get it. I just was like, I don't know. For whatever reason, I always thought she was the only child. Maybe because you're the only child. Did you know that Omari was raised as only child? I forget that sometimes.
But he has a sister.
Right. But he was raised as only child.
Is she like much younger than him?
I think she's much older, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe she's his father's child.
Is that how they do it in his culture?
Don't do that. I'm not going to play into that. But he was raised kind of like an only child, and I
This would be
forget
the only
that
time you
sometimes.
listen, so it don't matter. This how
I'm not even going to tell him. We're just going to let him report. He's going to be like, "Oh, da 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 da," and we'll see how long it takes.
That's probably how they do it in this country.
Next topic. You are so fucking mean.
I'm trying to think. I went out in Baltimore.
Did you go out for the 4th?
I went out after the cookout, which I was in Baltimore a long time. I was there late, bit. I didn't get home till like 1:30. I know. But it was a good time. See some of my friends and people and, and everything like that.
Do you think it's weird that we have friends outside of ourselves? Sometimes when
Outside
you,
of our group?
Yeah, like when you just said that, I was like, who? But then I realized you do have other friends. Like I have other friends. But sometimes it's weird.
But I think I'm aware that you have other friends, but you just never aware that I have other friends.
Because I don't. Well, every now and then you'll be like, I'm hanging out, and I'll be like, who? Like, I didn't get the memo. But then I realized, so I always attribute that to you have a whole husband that has a whole circle of friends, blah, blah, blah. But I don't know.
And I have different friends for different reasons.
I get it.
And I can't invite y'all to everything.
I get it. Same. I understand. But I understand my side of it because it's me.
And I know that you have friends that I don't want to hang out with, so that's why I'm aware.
So now people, when they ask, can Ramont come and I say no, they know why.
9 times out of 10 don't work. No, that does not. It does not work like that. And I don't understand. And plus, we don't like that. Like, why every time one of us show up, the other one got to show up? I can't go by myself.
That's always been my problem. Every time I fucking go, see, I'm cussing again. Every time I go somewhere, where's Ramont? Not attached to my hip, okay? Like, I don't know.
And they would think, like, I'm the life of the party. Like, I'm bringing...
And he's not. He's mean. No, I'm just joking. I'd be like, he's not here.
Only Shaq has done it to me.
Am I not enough? Like,
I don't be doing shit. I don't bring nothing extra. I actually do that like some resource.
They'd be like, hey, what's going on? How are you? Where's Ramont?
And I'd be like, so Reese, when we leaving?
Here he is. Like, what? Yeah. Interesting.
Only Shaq has done it to me. And now he's here all the time.
Now he's your best friend. Shit. I love Shaq, but clearly the bond was made. I said, oh, okay.
Let's see. Have I done anything else interesting? I realize I don't like to be inconvenienced.
I don't think anybody does.
But I don't like to be inconvenienced off of, in my mind, stupidity or things that, like, don't inconvenience others because your law is confused or whatever the case may be. Like, why should I have to be inconvenienced because of something that's going on with you? And this goes with traffic, out in the store, like... Make up your mind before it impacts other people. Because now I have an attitude.
Do you have an example?
If it's traffic, if you know you need to make a left-hand turn, why are you stopping traffic on the right-hand side so that you can get over here? You knew the fuck you need to get over there.
They didn't realize. Their GPS is slow.
Fuck no. Get a new one. Is that like now I'm inconvenienced. Now traffic is held up because of you. Like in the store, if you holding up the line, well, the price said this, or
that is a no.
Oh, you know what? Oh my God, I forgot something. I got it.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. I don't like this lady.
They be like, oh, I'm sorry. No, because I was supposed to be in and out.
Right. Yeah.
Now I gotta wait for you.
I
now
agree with
I'm
that.
Inconvenienced. You should pay for my stuff. You should pay for my time.
That escalated very quickly. Damn. This lady hit my car yesterday with her bag. And I was just like, so I love Target. I make a weekly Target run.
Oh, shit.
Sometimes for nothing, sometimes for everything. So I was in Target, and yesterday, actually, I went and did not get anything. I actually ended up going down.
I've done it before.
I've gone.
You ever feel bad leaving out of the store and not getting anything? It depends on what store it is.
If it's okay, so I will say that typically when I buy a pricey item, I'm intentional.
Yes.
I don't typically, I wouldn't go into Tiffany's just to, well, I would go to browse. But the likelihood of me buying something is higher because I'm going in there. You know what I mean? It's intentional. But I went into Target and then I ended up going down to Bath & Body Works and getting a couple candles. So that was my purchase. But I'm sitting in my car trying to figure out what I'm going to do next. And this lady, I see her coming out. I was like, oh, her sweatshirt is cute. And then I hear a bump on my car and I'm like, what the fuck? And this lady looks back. Because I could see her in my review, because I hear it and I'm like, what was that? And I knew what it was. She walked past the back of my car, hit my car with her bag, and it probably didn't do any damage. But it was the look back like my car hit her. Ma'am, you did that. Now, I would be wrong if I'd be like, excuse me, because it wasn't that serious, but consideration. Maybe not the same road, but in the same area. Consider the fact that you hit my car. Not that I need you to say anything, but don't look back like my car hit you.
Facts. Oh, and work related, 2 seconds. So, new job. I had asked. It was the Friday before 4th of July weekend. So we're all in out. Oh, big. You want to end the podcast now? You want to end the podcast now? We can stop it.
Okay,
now.
I'm done.
We can stop it now. We just... So we're all in our team's message for the holiday or whatever, and I was like, and being that in our group, some people have transferred over to our department, like they've already been working for the company, and some people were new. So I was like, do you know if they allow you to leave early the Fridays before a holiday? Mm-hmm. And one of the people sent a message, was that a serious question or are you being funny?
And this is in the group?
This isn't like the little team chat, like we're waiting.
So everybody?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is for everybody because, I need, because some people were new, some people, new, and some people transferred. So I was just like.
What was the title of this person? See, all these things are factors for me.
What?
Like, was this a supervisor?
No.
This
It's
is
just
a regular. Okay.
New hire orientation class. Like, our trainer hasn't started yet, so we're just all talking amongst each other. So I was just like, bitch.
Right.
So I was like, gotta be professional. I just, just don't.
It was serious.
I just don't want it. I said it was a serious question, a little joke, but it was. At the end of the day, it was serious.
I need an answer.
I said because this has been done at my other employers, which is why I'm asking.
Right,
bitch. If you ain't
if I ask the question, if you don't have an answer, shut up.
Period. And bitch, if you ain't never get off before a Friday before a holiday,
I might be helping you. Say less. Wait for the answer from somebody that knows.
Period. So trainer gets on, talks, He sees all the messages and everything like that.
Now I'm irritated for us. And I don't even work there.
We do our first part of the class, this break, come back, and then he was just like, so what time should we all leave today?
Now?
Oh. You know that bitch ain't apologize?
You ain't ever gonna come in contact with them though, are you?
Never. But I don't like that bitch anyway.
I get it.
Just by her little profile picture on her team.
You know what? I don't understand those. This episode is... I don't understand the pictures.
Bitch, we've been talking.
Yes. I don't understand people and their lack of professional pictures for teams and or profiles within work. Like, I don't have one, right? I don't have my official photo right now.
Okay.
So I don't have a photo. And even if I did, I probably wouldn't put it up there because you don't need to necessarily know who I am. You don't need to know what I look like. But the people, I've seen people with their pets.
Mm-hmm, I've seen that.
Family photos, selfies.
Ugh.
This is a
filters.
I can't even talk. This is a professional environment. Yes, put your best foot forward, but it's not a dating profile. It's not a get to know. I can deal with a professional photo all day. The selfies, again, the family photos, with your dog, with your best friend. I feel like at work, if I see a picture of you, I don't need to guess which one you are. Okay, is it the mom? Is it the dad? Or am I dealing with one of the kids? Who am I talking to? I don't understand that. It's weird. Right, weird shit.
Let's try to get into this topic.
Okay, go ahead.
We've been
talking. Go ahead. Right.
Who knew?
I feel like, we haven't talked.
Oh, yeah, true.
We haven't been talking. I feel like we've, coordinated, but we have not talked.
Being that bitch, it's just gonna run over. They're gonna listen. The fuck. So being that it's been holiday season, people have been out. Outside is open. It's warm outside. I want to talk about representation, and what made me think of it, two things: one, being around my family; two, just things that have just come up, with, different friend groups and everything like that, different things in which I've been seeing and talking to different people. So when I say representation, what are you representing once you're out? Outside of yourself. For me, it's me, but I also represent D&I as a unit. You know what I mean? Also represent a little R&R podcast as a unit. Also represent our friendship, friend group, as well. When I'm out, and then because I'm now an adult, my mother as well. You know what I mean? So just it's that when people see me out, like, was I in a good light, or is it, I saw Ramont and
Exactly. And I feel you. I think the hard part with that, because I'm the same way. I think that as an adult now, I get the whole, when you step outside the house, you represent this house. Mm-hmm. Like my mother used to say that. You represent us. So you need to be out here doing the right thing. Mm-hmm. I get it. The hard part for me is when I am in a situation that I'm in a situation where I guess it's who I am. Like when I am, I wear my emotions and feelings on my face. And so there are instances where
I didn't know this was gonna be this good. Go ahead, Frank, because you're struggling to get through this one.
Because I'm trying to represent
and find the
right word. But if I'm being blunt, I wear my emotions and feelings on my face. So if I'm feeling a certain way, you're gonna see it. You're gonna see it before you hear it.
Okay.
Because if I internalize it enough, I'm not going to specifically say anything real jacked up. Mm-hmm. But if you catch my face, you're gonna know. Mm-hmm. If I feel like it's a bunch of BS, you're gonna see it on my face. Mm-hmm. So
but it's more so actions than of course face anyway.
Right. And so because again, like you said, I was at Thomas. Thomas had an event over the 4th of July weekend, and I went, and this guy was like, "Oh my God, I love your work." Now I'm in there just minding my business, having a good time. You know what I mean? No drama or whatever. No drama. Considering people talking about they was pressing me, but that's another conversation for another time. I don't know what pressing. If y'all know what pressing means, like if somebody says, so-and-so said they pressed you, it came from New Yorkers. So anybody from New York want to tell me what pressed means? So I have a clearer understanding before I indulge upon that conversation. But beyond that, I was just like, in that moment, as soon as he said that, I was like, okay, so now you need to ensure that you're giving off what that brand looks like. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know if he was referring to the podcast or acting that I've done and associates that with the production. Like, you never want to be...
You know what's irritating, man? When we at a party, and I've been drinking and having a good time, and so I'm like, oh my God, listen to the podcast, and I gotta switch. It's like, okay, so you're a listener. Oh my God, right. Thank you so much for listening.
And then it's like,
you know how much energy that takes.
But let me tell you what it. And again, I think. I won't say me more than, because I think that if we're engaged, either one of us will have a conversation. Mm-hmm. But I think that when I've been drinking and things, a simple I listen and thank you. Let's go. I want to get back to the liquor. Like, I want to get back to this good time. And the podcast conversations are good, but people want to go deep because then they
you never know where the conversation's going to go.
A lot of times people want to deep dive into a topic that affected and that they felt, and it's like, my mind is on this liquor right now. Like, I'm not trying to have this conversation, and the thing is, but like, I will.
We don't mind it. Like, we love it because we never know who is listening. And that's another thing about representation. You never know who is watching.
Right.
You never know who's going to see you or who knows who and who knows what. And like, bitch, when it comes to that part, I'm like, fuck, work, gotta get in work mode. Hold on. Real professional. And don't let them be fucked up too. Because now it's just like,
now the conversation is going to keep on going because they're going to keep on going. You're going to be like, okay. And it's and like I said, at the party, he was just like, and I was like, oh, thank you. And so then I'm like, okay, I didn't act up. I'm good. Like, I didn't give anything that would make me look bad or make the brand look bad. You know what I'm saying? And again, it's not, because some people might be like, well, why can't you just be yourself? I feel like I'm always myself.
Yes.
But again, representation is important when it comes to...
I'm myself with a filter.
Yeah. And I think it's
that's
situational.
Yeah.
Like,
it's a filter. Because it has to go on depending on because you don't know what the conversation is. Mm-hmm. And like, yeah, I mean, you just don't know, or you don't want to come across wrong or misspeak or anything like that. So I am myself. I'm just with a filter. Like how I talk to you, and if a listener comes up, I'm not going to talk to them the same way in which I talk to you.
But
like, I don't know how they, talk and everything like that. So
and then it's for me, I look at intention. Like what is your intention?
Right, like
with having this conversation.
Like some people can say, like, I listened to the podcast. I love this episode. Y'all drop good gems, X, Y, and Z. And then another person say, I listened to your podcast. I'm thinking about starting my own. Can you give me some pointers? Now I really got sober up.
Right.
And now I got to think of, like, so what are you doing?
I'd be like, look, let me let you talk to Ramont, because I don't do it.
And here I go over here taking tequila shots. I'm like, what's up, friend? You want
Call
one
me
too?
tomorrow.
You want one too?
Right. And I think we've gotten that a few times. People are like, they want to start a podcast. And again, I'm all for it. I'm going to give you whatever you want, whatever information you want, lessons learned and all of that. And I'm not saying that because you might only ever see me at a party. That might be the only time that you see me.
Facts.
Based on the fact that we don't run in the same circle or whatever. So I get it. I mean, take the opportunity, but at the same time, sometimes I do be like, I just want to drink.
No, friend, you can't clock in.
Right, exactly, and that's what it be. Okay, so all right, and the mics that we use, and this is the program that we use, and yeah,
and the second, like, to go in reverse. Of course, we talked about parents
payment. You're doing like what a payment. Like it sounds like when you're doing a paper. That's what I was gonna say. You're like, okay, back to the point. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. It was
we talked about parents because we're adults now. So there's very little I got to worry about someone, saying to my mom, I saw Ramont doing.
I think
X,
you
Y,
more
and
than
Z.
me though, because your mother's here.
Yeah, but my mom is also of the mindset. One, she knows our child. Mm-hmm. Two, he's grown.
Very true.
I raised him. He's at the age where he can make life choices, at this particular point. You know what I mean? He's a whole adult. Ain't nothing else I can do.
Right.
So it's two of those and friend group. Because we both get it where, I saw Reese or I saw Ramont out, and somebody's like, I saw your two friends. Which two friends? I saw Reese and Amari out. I didn't see you. I was probably working.
Home.
I don't know. Right. I don't know what, but it's just like, okay, you saw my friend, like,
right.
Like, were they swinging from a chandelier? Like, did they tear down a party? Like,
what's the point? I think that sometimes people just, again, they have an expectation that because we are friends that we do everything together. And it's like, you can't be in a space without the other. That's just how I feel.
But it's also like, unless you're going to call me the day of to tell me I need to come pick my friends up type of situation, then I don't need to know that you saw them 2 weeks ago.
Right. I agree.
Like, I don't, it doesn't.
I just be like,
and that's what I said. They already told me what happened. I probably forgot what the event was. They already told me how the night went.
Or if it wasn't eventful, you didn't hear anything about it because it just wasn't eventful. And this is my thing. What if I don't want my friends to know that I was in the trenches doing grimy shit? Like, shut up. Like, leave my friends out of it. Like, I just be like, I don't know. Like the whole, where were you? I wasn't there. You didn't see me. Mm-hmm. Let my friends live. I think we talked about that one time where some friends were doing some shit and they were like, Reese, where are you? I'm not there. I don't subscribe. And that's how I found out my friends subscribe to certain things. Not my business. I didn't need to know that about my friends. So it is
the where were you?
Yeah. Did you see me?
All our friends do different things that
we got different friends for different shit
that don't involve us
at
all.
Do it really though?
Yeah. Even within our group, like everyone does something that does not involve the other person because it's just what we like to do.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like for me, like when it comes down to D, like it's People just being messy, in my opinion.
I think that when it comes to relationships, I think that there are people that are just
his biggest, not his biggest thing, but I mean, we joke about it naturally, but it'd be like, people would be like, oh, I saw him bartending. Or whatever the case is. Like, oh, I saw him bartending. Did you know he had on, or he don't have a shirt?
Right, ill intent. People have ill intent for what?
Yeah.
My thing is, do you not think that my partner and I had a conversation?
Like, I didn't sneak out the house.
Right, we're grown-ups. That's what I just don't understand that. And I think that, like, what do you think you're doing? Like, what does one think that they're doing by saying, hey, I saw D out, da-da-da-da-da? Like, what? Okay.
I kind of knew you went out. I kind of picked out his outfit.
So right. So what are you telling me? You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, if you're gonna bring something, bring it. But at the end of the day, if this is my partner or if this is my friend, so what? Like, you're not telling. You may tell me something that I don't know, but again, look at the person bringing the information. 9 times out of 10, it's not on the strength of anything good. Like you said, unless you're calling me and saying, hey, D is out here fucked up. You need to come get him. Or
and
Reese is out
comes
here.
from one of his friends.
Yeah, Reese is out here wilding. You need to come get him, or vice versa. Like, that completely different. When people,
I'm gonna call you before I get out of
right. Be like,
friend,
look,
what you doing?
I am struggling. Can you come get me?
Friend, what is you doing? People are calling me. What is you doing?
No, I thought you were saying that you would call before anybody had the chance to call. I'm that person. If I know that I'm out of control, or if I feel like I'm too drunk, I'm calling somebody. I can't function. I gotta come get me.
No, if someone called me that, bitch, you swinging from a chandelier and you don't know what the fuck you doing. Y'all didn't slip my friend something because he don't do this. He don't do this.
I don't do heights. I don't dance that well, so I'm not getting up too high on anything. Sorry. Did I tell you? This is random, kind of. We went out to a house party, right? And they were engaging in marijuana. You know, I don't smoke. So it came around. They was like, Reese. I was like, no. But every now and then.
You say we, like you and I? Or
no,
you
no,
and
no. It was me and Aaron
okay.
and another friend of his.
Okay.
They were smoking and everything. And I was like, so it came to me and I was like, oh no, I don't smoke, you know, because of my job and everything. But for 2 seconds, I was like, I kind of want to smoke, right? Every now and then I think, you know, I want to be a part of the circle. Of course I don't, because again, it fucks with my retirement. So I'm not taking those chances. But literally, every time I have that thought of, why not? Monday comes around, I got a random drug
You never
test.
know who's watching. Big Brother's always watching.
And I feel like that is what it is. Because literally,
I think you should leave your phone in the car. Bitch, because how they know? How they know, friend? Leave your phone in the car.
Not leave my phone in the
Leave your phone in the car. You don't need to do... They picking up, friend. They done heard the conversations and everything.
But I just was like, damn. But that's representation, my work. Like, I can't be out here doing... Not even doing, but being in spaces that nurture that type of behavior.
Yeah, because you could catch a contact high.
Yeah. And that's always interesting to me because I'm like, how much does it take? And I'm not
Someone
around.
had to like blow it in your face.
Right.
Situation.
And I mean, of course, that's...
Or it'd be like in a small enclosed room and it's just so cloudy.
Right. And I would just never. But what always makes me nervous is, you know, I love a snack, a sweet treat. I like a dessert. So when we be...
I would never put you in that type of predicament.
No. But I'm saying just me being who I am, like before I've been recently been very conscious about it.
You know what's funny about it? Like, it doesn't even have to be in a treat or a snack now. Like, people can literally cook with it. I can make you a whole Thanksgiving meal.
Right. One of my sisters on my dad's side, she was doing that. My brother too, making lemonades and shit. Mm-hmm. I'm like, bitch, profitable, but bitch, I don't want to be caught. So now I am conscious and aware when I go places. I'd be like, again, because I know a lot of people that do edibles, I'd be like, ooh, no. I don't want to. Because, yeah. But again, like I said, it goes back to the whole representation. You just have to be conscious and aware of, Your actions, but do you think that it's being fake?
No. Like, not being fake, but being conscious and being aware of who you're speaking to and what you're speaking about. You know, type of situation. And it also can be a wake up moment to yourself. Like, shit, I was doing too much. You know what I mean? Like, ooh,
I've been there.
Like, if you had to, like, and you can feel the effects of you switching over to have a conversation. Okay, let me get some water.
I have had conversations with myself, like, bro, you're there. Dial back, like you said, get some water, or it's time to go. Like, you call that Uber and get up out of here. Because I've been there where you feel the transfer. It's really weird, but you're like, okay, I'm over here now, and I can't just get back there. I need to go, or I need to just be.
Nope, the party's here now.
And things could go really, really left. So yeah, I've been there before. It's so weird, but I get it. But I think that some people would say that that's fake. Like, oh, you're being fake. You're not being your authentic self.
And that's fine. And that's your perception of me within this moment. And you're entitled to
but
that.
I'm responsible. I think it's being responsible because some people are like, well, if you can't be.
I mean, but my thing is, don't say, oh, you're being fake because you want this particular interaction with me or reaction from a certain situation or whatever is going on. Don't consider that being fake. Like, that's not fair. Like, you can't like dictate what my reactions are going to be.
Right. And if you don't know me, you don't know, like...
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think that I'm a fake person. Again, I'm situational. I'm going to react for what the circumstances, the situation calls for.
Right.
Like, I'm not going to... In any space, I'm not going to be... I don't want to be belligerent and acting crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. It's bad representation.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I think that if people thought about that, if they thought about, okay, and again, I don't know how many times I really think about, like, my mother. I think at this point, that's just a thing, right? But it's, how do I want to be seen? And when I feel myself crossing over, okay, I know that this is taking place right now. I know that I may be, and I can sit back and say,
I'm good.
I'm done.
I'm just
going to wait for my friends to
and
be
that's
ready to go.
It was like, I'll go to a party and I'm going to find a seat and I'm going to sit down. And that is it. I'm not going to be up or socializing. Because anything could go left. Anything could happen. I'm going to sit right here in this corner.
Do you have triggers?
I do.
In public? Like in public settings?
Like, has something triggered me that caused a reaction?
Are there things that, like, so for me, for instance, I know that if I don't like when people want to talk to me, but then they want to, in my eyes, kind of pass judgment on me.
I have situational awareness. Like I said, it depends on the situation. And then I'm also aware of where I'm at. So I'm very, like, now I'm tuned into, like, what you're saying to me. Like, your tone, what you're saying, and everything like that.
When I'm drinking, I'm very clued into that. And because I feel like...
Because I feel like you're trying me.
Exactly. And so for me, I'm just like, okay.
And that's all I find my corner, and that's it.
I'd be like... Because I think that people see you in a vulnerable state and try to take advantage of that in some instances for whatever reason. Like, I've been... And I don't want to go deep, but there's been situations where I feel like people have tried to sexually take advantage of me, or mentally try to take advantage of me, or try to create a moment for me to act out. You know what I'm saying? By pushing certain buttons. Like, for me, I don't like, oh, you're bougie and da-da-da. I don't like that. I don't like that because that's not who I feel that I am. Now, if that's your perception, we can have a conversation about it. But when someone comes to you and they're just like, well, you think you better than that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that with me under the influence.
I just do reverse psychology.
Like what? Give me some more tips. You've been giving tips today. Drop another gem for me.
I mean, like when we'll use an example with old boy that was trying to holler at you at that one particular party, and he's what, a psychologist or a therapist or whatever the case may be. So I just flipped it on him, saying like whatever he was asking you, I was asking back to him. Like, you're not going to ask my friend these, and he started to get irritated. I was like, so why are you getting irritated?
Right.
Like, so it's okay for you to ask these questions, but I can't ask these questions back. Like,
you can't. You're giving, but you can't receive.
Like, so that's pretty much what I do, and of course I remain calm, and I just ask particular questions back, and it's like you're not going to trip me up or whatever the case may be, because you're fishing for information,
right.
And two is just like, I'm not going to play these games with you. You want to play? So let's talk. Let's
be real with it. Like, yeah. Like, what is your intent? What do you want?
Like,
what do you want from me?
So what do you want? Why are you here? Do you want to go there? Like, what part of me do you want?
And the thing is, do you feel like you sober up real quick when it comes to those moments?
I do.
I feel like I do too. I'd be like, oh, wait, this is where we at? Okay, what's up? I got you.
And it could just be off a tone. And then I didn't mean it. You did, so let's go.
We're here now.
What's up?
I think so. Between the two of us, who do you think is more reactive, more quick to react to the bullshit?
A moment of silence. More quick to react.
I think it's okay. Go ahead. I'll let you answer first.
I would say you. I would. However, I'll listen, and I might end up cutting you off. Like, friend, that's not what we're doing.
I think that if it comes to,
it depends on who the conversation is going towards first. Like, if they come up and start talking to you, I'll let you talk, and I'll be like, I'll stand there and won't say anything until I feel as if, no, this is what we're not going to do. Now, friend, you be quiet. I'm going to talk now. And trust me, they're going to listen to me. So they're going to listen to me or they're going to walk away. One of the two things are going to happen right now. So it all depends on who they talk to first. Like, if they're talking to me, you won't say anything.
I think that so my response to the question is, I think that if it's words, you're quicker to react. Like, I'll go back and forth, but I'm not arguing, and I'm saying that you would argue, but I'm not debating. I'm not doing all that.
I have a certain tone with my voice when I'm done.
It's this. Ramont be like, and I'll be like, okay, Frank got it. So I think that if I feel like we are met with, like, and not that anyone's ever really tries to fight or be violent or anything like that, but that's me. Like, I feel like if someone comes with that energy,
if you walk up on me, if you walk too fast in my direction,
I think that's where I'm like, hold up, friend, watch out, because I feel like you ain't finna come up on my friend, and you ain't finna walk up. What's up? What do you want?
And
what do you need?
We both sat back like,
what's up?
Because you walk too fast.
Do you need something?
Right. You gotta go bathroom? You okay? Is it an emergency?
I think you have to go to the bathroom. That takes me back to when we were monitoring the bathroom at what's the business party.
And oh boy, he met us with aggression, and our whole attitude switched.
But again,
we gonna meet you where you at,
and there you go. You have to meet people where they are.
It's the only way they're gonna understand.
Yeah. And you got it, and I think
because when we did it, he was like, "Oh no,
after the fact,
right?"
After, because I think that he came and was like, whoa, hold up, and so then when we gave it back, it was like, "Oh no, that's what you meant,
right?"
But you thought she was dealing with some punk
continue to receive,
and so now you realize you're not. So what's up?
Like, I'll depending on what energy you give me, I can speak to your friends. Oh my God, hey, good, that's it. How you doing?
I even do it with a smile. Hey. So anyway, because I'm not entertaining that.
Don't.
I think
you're lucky if I speak.
Do you think you have a lot of people that don't like you? When I ask this question, I always think of one person that I know that does not like you.
I know a few, but in my opinion, no. I feel as if it is because I feel as if it's something with them. Not me.
You don't think it's you?
Absolutely not.
You
Absolutely
might not have like the best.
Best what?
Like you might not present as well as you think you do to some people.
Okay.
And so while I agree to an extent, it's their interpretation of you.
And okay. Right.
But at the same time, it's still what you're giving off.
Like, what is the reason? What is the reason?
What was the reason?
Like, what's the reason? Like, you like, is it just because? Like, I just don't like them. Okay. Again, that has nothing to do with me. Nothing at all. I didn't do anything to you.
Nah, I beg to differ. Just because I feel like maybe your energy, and I'm not saying right to me, you're my friend, so you already know. But I feel like sometimes, like I always think about this one person, and I don't know why he doesn't like you. But he is just like, I don't like him. And I was like,
fine.
But
that is fine. I love everyone. That is fine.
I'm gonna find out next time. And I'm not gonna dig, but next time that
You just ask him.
we're in the same space, I'm like,
I thought you didn't you ask him before?
I want to say that I did, but I didn't get an answer
You
that I
probably
remember.
didn't care.
I don't care.
I probably
Like
thought it was bullshit. It's
my
bullshit.
my thing at the end of the day is you don't have to like and that's another thing that I think that comes with being friends, and again representation in a sense. Like you don't have to, if you are friends with me or you're cool with me, you don't have to like my friends. That's fine.
Yeah.
But again, respect the fact that you know that these are my friends.
Absolutely.
Like, don't be like, "Where's your little friend?" Watch it. Like, I know that you don't fuck with him. That's cool. Why are you asking about him?
Oh, now we gotta fight.
Right.
Now we
Because
gotta fight.
that's
That's
the energy-
that's very
that's the energy,
disrespectful.
that's the energy that I'm bringing. Why are we talking about him? I know you don't fuck with him. So what's up? Why are you asking? Oh, I saw your little friend. Okay. So what's up? Like, what do you want?
I would tell people I don't have little friends. All my friends are 5'10" and above.
Not all of us are 5'10" and above.
But they wouldn't see that one, so it doesn't matter. They wouldn't see him anywhere. We ain't never gonna worry about it. Right. Unless it's with us.
Right.
That's fair.
No, but yeah, I think, and so I think that those are the moments that people try it. And again, that's when going back to representation, it's being mindful of one's intent and not playing into that.
Exactly. And 9 times out of 10, I know my friend wasn't doing anything wrong. So for you to say, "Oh, I saw your little friend," okay, and they were probably minding their damn business, and you
You should have been.
Facts.
Because I think it's almost because I've never understood when people say, like, if someone comes to you and's like, "Oh, I saw Reese and blah 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 blah." To me, they wanted to take it back to me. They want you to tell me that they said something. And for what?
It depends on what to say. 9 times out of 10, I got your friend.
Oh, well, I mean, always. But I'm just saying, I think that when people do that, we ain't fake friends. It's not like we're, like I said.
Oh, like you were out without me type of situation?
Or just whatever. I just feel like people, when they be like, "Oh, you want me to relay back to my friend that you said something." And that's why sometimes I either don't, or I'll be like, "Yeah, so-and-so said X."
Child, I forget.
Right. Ramont, let me tell you.
Don't tell me.
Ramont don't care about half or nothing. To be perfectly honest.
It got to be real important.
And
because you're going to tell me, and then I'm going to get sidetracked. I'm going to start doing something else. I'm going to forget that we even had the conversation that you saw Reese. And then Reese going to tell me that he was at the whole event that you said you saw him at.
Right. And it probably ain't even going to connect the dots for real.
Because it got to be worth my while. And if it ain't worth my while, then...
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, wow. Well, this was good. We caught up. You know, I haven't talked to you in so long.
What's a while? So we talked about good bags. We're doing a recap. We talked about good bags.
No, bitch, don't try to do a recap now so you can just fast forward so you know the right little description. Okay, guys, thank you so much for listening.
That's my role. Thanks so much for listening to another episode of the Little R&R Podcast. We'll be back in another couple weeks.
Yes, we will.
With a new episode. Is anything coming up? What's coming up? Nothing. Just enjoy summer. Be safe out in these streets.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, bye.
Bye. Hey, guys, it's your boy Ramont.
And I'm Reese. Check us out at A Little R&R Podcast.
You can find us on Apple, Spotify, and all your podcast streaming services.